Next, a live view from the Steel City, where it is officially draft day. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just hours away from hearing the first names called, future NFL stars. It's been more than 2 months since the Super Bowl, and we still have more than 4 months for the regular season to begin. But for pro football fans, this is still an exciting time.
And we have team coverage for you this afternoon. We'll check in with Chris Peterson from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte in just a moment. But we begin with our John Johnson live from Pittsburgh, where the Las Vegas Raiders will be on the clock in less than 4 hours for a pick. John, how's it going?
Look at this view behind me. Does it get any better than this? It's NFL fans' Super Bowl without it being the Super Bowl. We're talking about the NFL draft, where everyone is thinking this might be their season, right? And the Panthers are going to go on the clock, 19th overall, and it's a good year to kind of be picking at this point for them after they come in from the postseason last year. Now, before we delve into what I'm going to see here in the draft, we've got our CP hanging out in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium. It's the other CP. It's Chris Peterson. Chanel Porter's on vacation. Chris Peterson, the excitement over there in Charlotte right now is palpable. We can feel it all the way here in Pittsburgh.
Certainly exciting times in Charlotte. I'm out here in front of Bank of America Stadium, where in just a few minutes I'll be making my way inside, where right now General Manager Dan Morgan, Head Coach Dave Canales, and the entire staff are going through last-minute preps for tonight's 2026 NFL Draft. And then we're going to go inside and kind of watch the draft unfold, monitor the picks until the Panthers make their pick at number 19, if that's in fact where they make their pick. And then a few minutes after they pick, Dan Morgan and Dave Canales will come out and talk to us a little bit about what they saw play out in the first round and why they eventually chose who they chose. Now, Panthers fans really haven't been clamoring about anyone in particular. I haven't been hearing a lot of noise about one person in particular that they would like to see the Panthers select with this 19th pick. Some say the playmaking tight end out of Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq, is the guy to go with. Others here in Charlotte would like to see the hometown boy, wide receiver Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M. He played his high school football not far from where I'm standing at Chambers High School. So a little bit of that all playing out. But of course, last season, Panthers fans were left scratching their heads a little bit when the Panthers selected with the number 9 pick Teteroa McMillan, the wide receiver out of Arizona. Many fans felt that we needed an edge rusher instead, but that pick has certainly panned out. From day one, McMillan has proven himself as a number 1 wide receiver, and he went on to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So that's what's happening here in Charlotte. We're continuing to monitor things and will be throughout the night as the Panthers make the 19th overall pick. But you, John, you have the best job of them all. You get to watch the draft with 700,000 of your closest friends in the Steel City.
Yeah, Peterson, this is, let's just say, a vacation. How about that? There's nothing more exciting than being here on site for the NFL Draft. And you mentioned Casey Concepcion. A lot of fans in the state of North Carolina remember him as well because he started his college career at NC State. So we'll see if he's a Panthers pick. Now, Dan Morgan has talked about all week and leading up to the draft that all options are kind of on the table. But you got to kind of think about how the franchise got to this point to even consider where the franchise is going, right? They've spent over $200 million in free agency to build a roster that made the postseason this past season. But really, this rebirth of Panthers football started 3 years ago when they drafted Bryce Young first overall. And let's just be clear, the Bryce Young era didn't exactly start off perfect, right? He was struggling in his first season with Frank Reich is his head coach. He was benched in his second season with Dave Canales, but last year he really turned into the franchise quarterback, the quarterback that everyone expected him to be. Now, Bryce earlier this week gave some advice to the next crop of draftees and what to expect and how to handle the moment.
Just to enjoy it. Obviously everyone has, different hopes and different outcomes that are going to come, this week. But however it is, it's definitely going to be a time that you remember for the rest of your life. Just to enjoy it with the people that you're closest with, whoever you choose to be around.
And guys, coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll have more from Chris Peterson in Charlotte, but we'll also hear what Dan Morgan has to say, who they might potentially target. Are they going to look at the secondary, or are they going to look on the offensive side of the ball and add some more weapons for Bryce Young? For now, reporting here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the home of the NFL Draft, John Johnson, WXI 12 Sports. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.